Hello YouTube. In today's video, I will be covering the basics of expression 2, such as the basic directives and the basic operations. So, the most basic thing about each tool is how you open it, and this is by selecting the expression 2 tool from Garry Mod, and by pressing new expression or by pressing right click, you will open your expression 2 editor. And as you can see, there's some default code in here. This is just the update log, which tells you the latest updates, and these are the basic directives. I think that's what they're called. So this directive I'm going to remove from here because I don't think it's important for this tutorial. Now, these are the 4 most important directives in my opinion for this tutorial. The first directive is the name directive. It is not an important directive. It has no direct influence on the code. All it does is change the tooltip. As you can see, it says tutorial over by the expression. Now the inputs are information the expression receives from other devices. For example, button. If you would be to give it button, then you could wire button into a button, as you'll see here. You can wire it into a button, and now the expression receives button from the button. And then there are the outputs, which is what the expression tells other devices, such as like number. I could output number, and then I could wire something like a screen to the expression, and well, I'm sorry, I must use wire against, and it would wire a to number in expression, and as you can see, that's 0 because in the expression we did not give any value to number. And what you can do is number equals button. So number, the number that the screen gets will be the value from the button, as you can see in here. The latest directive, which is the most complex of these 3 directives, is the persist. I'm not sure if it's really complex, but most people I try to explain it fail to understand it. The persist directive is like the variables that the expression 2 must remember, but aren't outputted nor inputted. For instance, multiplier. Imagine multiplier, and you could do button times multiplier, and you would set multiplier was like 5, and then the expression itself knows that multiplier is 5, but like it doesn't input nor output. It's like if you add a value inside the expression, and as you can see now, it multiplies the value of the button by 5, thus returning the number 5 or 0. And this covers the basic directives. Now the basic operations you can do are like the mathematical operations: times, plus, minus, divided by. You can also do other ones like the sorry there. So for example, if you do button plus multiplier is 5, and button is 0, so 5 plus 0 5, and 5 plus 1 6. There you go. You can do minus, so in this case would be 0 minus 5 or 1 minus 5, and you could do all the other ones, but I'm not going to cover that here. And now, for example, if you would do divided by, 1 divided by 5 is 0.2, and this is decimal value. And to basically cover functions, I'm going to show you simple ones such as ceil. It's the mathematic function ceil. It rounds up the value. So as you can see in here, 0 divided by 5 is 0, and 1 divided by 5 is 0.2, but ceil it up and it's 1. If you would, for instance, floor it down, it would be 0 because that's round down, you know. And this covers the basics of expression 2. A new tutorial will be coming very soon with more functions and more advanced concepts of expression, such as execution, like run on thick and interval. But this will be explained in the next tutorial. Data types will also be covered.